land. You had $3,000. You bought these parcels of land. You flipped them, and then you sold them online. So tell us a little bit more about that process.
Okay, so let's use you, Annie Dickerson, as a case study.
Okay.
So Annie, where do you live?
Oakland, California.
Oakland, California. Okay. So now I'm going to assume that you own 10 acres of raw land in Texas, and you owe $200 in back taxes. So you're advertising two important things to me. Number one, you have no emotional attachment to the raw land. You're in California, property's in Texas. And number two, you're distressed financially in some weird way. Because we don't pay for things, we don't value them in the same way. You haven't paid your property taxes. As a result, Treasurer Julie keeps sending you notices every single month saying, Annie, you don't pay your property taxes. We're going to auction off your land to a tax deed or a tax lien investor. So all I'm going to do is take a look at the comparable sales on your 10 acres. I'm going to take the lowest comparable sale. Let's say it's 10 grand. I'm going to divide by 4. That's going to get me what Warren Buffett would call a 300% margin of safety. I'm going to send you an actual offer of $2,500. Now you accept my quote unquote top dollar offer because for you, $2,500 is better than nothing. Now in reality, 3 to 5% of people accept my quote unquote top dollar offer. Now, once you accept it, I've got to go through due diligence or in-depth research. I got to confirm you still own the property. I have to confirm back taxes are only $200. I have to confirm that there's been no breaks in the chain of title. I have to confirm there's no liens or encumbrances. And I have this whole property due diligence checklist. I outsource it to my team in the Philippines. They're connected to an American title company. Costs about $11. Now, if it was $5,000 or more, I'm just going to close directly through a title company. I'm not going to take that risk. So now everything checks out. I write you a check for $2,500. You deed me over your property. I'm going to sell this property 30 days or less. I'm going to make a cash flow. So now I have a built-in best buyer. Do you know who it is?
Is it Julie?
No, Julie's the treasurer. She's not your friend anymore, Annie.
Oh, yeah,
she wants
true.
the property taxes, roads, services, hospitals. She's no longer life and money friend. She wants money, taxes. Yeah. No, not Julie.
Not Julie. Who else could it be?
Should I tell you?
Tell us.
The neighbors. So I'm going to send out neighbor letters saying, hey, here's your opportunity. Protect your privacy. Protect your views. Know your neighbor. So oftentimes the neighbors will buy it. Now, if they pass, I'll go to my buyers list. My buyers list passes. I'll go to a little website you may have heard of. It's called Craigslist. It's the 10th most trafficked website in the United States. I'll go to a smaller one. I'm pretty sure you've heard of this one called Facebook. It's the marketplace and buy-sell groups. And then I'll go to the lands. I'll go to landmodo.com, landsofamerica.com, landandfarm.com, landflip.com, landhub.com. All these platforms where people buy and sell raw land every single day. But the way that I'm going to sell it is I'm going to make it irresistible. I'm going to ask for a $2,500 down payment for someone to control this 10-acre parcel. And then I'm just going to make it a car payment. Let's say $449 a month, 9% interest over the next 84 months, right? It's a one-time sale to get my capital out on the down. I might go 6 to 10 months out. Then I've got $449 a month coming every single month, 9% interest. Annie, no renters, no rehabs, no renovations, no rodents. And because I'm not dealing with a tenant, I'm exempt from Dodd-Frank, RESPA, and the SAFE Act, all this onerous real estate legislation. So the game we play is, can we create enough of these land notes where our passive income now exceeds our fixed expenses, and we're working because we want to, not because we have to.
So basically, you're buying it for $2,500, and then right away, pretty much as quickly as possible, you're going through your list of potential buyers to get that $2,500 back in your pocket as quickly as possible.
Correct.
Very cool. You're definitely selling me on it. I'm gonna have to look into this after this show. But okay, so you've got this process worked out. How long did it take you when you first started, when you bought those few parcels back in 2001? I assume you were working with somebody who was showing you the ropes, and then you were kind of figuring it out on your own?
No, look, I was arrogant. Okay. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't know about mentors. I just thought, oh, this is better than my investment banking gig. And I was making money and I could work from home. And this is great. Right. And then I met my mentor, Ori. So Ori sold his company to Experian for $360 million. And we're meeting for coffee and he's asking me questions and I'm telling him what I'm doing. And he's like, Mark, don't insult me and call yourself an entrepreneur. He's like, you're no entrepreneur. He's like, you have a good job. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, well, if you die tomorrow, what happens to the business? And he's like, because you're doing everything in it. You're doing the buying, you're doing the selling, you're doing everything. He's like, you should, if you have a business, it's something that survives beyond you. It grows beyond you, bigger than you. So after that, I'm like, oh, the light bulb went off. And I started going on Fiverr and Upwork.com and slowly started building my team and my systems so that 90% of it today is automated. So we're using 3 points of leverage. The first one is other people's labor or time. We're using software. And then we're using other people's money. And so now I work 30 minutes a week in Frontier Properties, talking to my team, looking at the numbers, how many offers went out, how many deals are pending, how many deals will be closed. And now I'm totally free. So I've solved my money problems and I solved my time problems. And that's what we want for all our clients, is to get rid of what we call solo economic dependency, which means if you're not personally working, you're not making any money.